Tonight's episode of SCNS Live is dedicated to the memory of Christopher T. Skiles. Good evening, everyone, and the internet brought us this week. I just dropped penises on people's faces.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, we've been meaning to talk to you about that. You need to stop doing that.
What?
I don't know somebody. I think it's Lynn.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, it's
Something.
Yeah, sexy Greek on a telephone. That's what it is.
What's going on over here? Okay, so in case y'all didn't notice, Snowmageddon kept a lot of us in. Why is my camera on me?
This ain't Snowmageddon.
I just dropped
No, Georgia has Snowmageddon.
Georgia
Yeah, bro,
has
we've been
Snowmageddon.
meaning to talk to you about that. You need to stop doing that.
What? So anyway, as you can see, the guys were not able to join us because I don't know.
Wusses.
Yeah, sexy Greek on a telephone. That's what it is.
I think I just heard an echo of myself. Anyway.
We just don't want to die in a horrible car crash, that's all.
Okay, so we had to do some major changing around because of this to accommodate them because they wanted to be on the show as well, right? So there they are. Not that. There they are.
Well, there's
Accommodate me, biatch.
You know, that's not very nice.
What did he say? What did he say?
I know. He said
Yeah,
something.
well,
What'd you
you
say?
can get over it.
I could totally hang up on him, too.
You could.
So, yeah, they did not join us in the studio tonight. Professor Chris K is right there. What the hell?
He's drinking balls. That's what he's drinking. He's drinking balls energy.
Actually, I'm having a Marley's mellow mood right now. Rasta, man. Rasta.
He's drinking so much balls.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, guys. So, yeah, it's a little bit of old school, but at least Hannah was able to make it in the studio. Give me some, girl. I'm saying.
And I can't even drive.
Yeah, that's right, because I had to
I
drive.
don't think you should be proud of that.
Okay, anyway, it's SCNS Live time. Hey guys, welcome to SCNS Live, and why am I so dark?
Because you're black.
I'm just going to pretend that
You're a Negro.
I'm going to pretend that he didn't say that. I didn't hear him say it.
You kind of opened yourself up to it.
It's like I've been in the sun or something. Anyway. So welcome to another episode of SCNS Live, guys. Like I said, we're doing a different setup, but next week we're going to have something awesome for you. Tonight on the show, we do have director Mark Chang of the fan film Operation Red Retrieval, who will be telling us about his new film coming out, and he gets to work with, get this, Larry Hama. It's all coming up next. We'll catch you in a second. Anyway, yeah, we got the boys over here, but we got Miss Hannah here.
Hi.
Apparently next to a photo of Neil Gaiman, which I left out.
That's okay. I like him, so you can stay.
I should get some credit for this show because we totally just changed up everything that we do.
Yeah?
To accommodate
Still don't work properly.
these three jackholes.
To show modesty, especially whenever you're saying that you should be credited with something. Great modesty there. Good for you.
I'm saying
Second that.
after last week's Lester.
You know what? I think they owe you some of this.
Oh, I already got some of that.
Oh, I think
I have no idea what you're looking at. All I see is a picture of a cartoon.
Well,
Really. We see
It's
nothing.
alcohol.
well, that's why you should be watching the show simulcasting. Anyway,
Oh,
So-
yeah, well, you don't know. Carl could have been showing you a tit. And we're like, well, all we see is a picture and it's like, get some of this.
And with that, we're going to go right into some super cool nerd news. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead. Matt, since you're way far away.
Yeah, you like my white screen? It's very nice. You
I
can
do not like
nothing
it at all.
behind it.
I do not like it, Sam, I am.
I know, it's like I'm wearing white on white, so I'm doing a bit. It's doing wonders right now.
I have to
But
do
I
stuff to
have the
accommodate
lighting
you.
that shows
There.
me pretty well.
What's your first story there, Matt?
I'm going. You're talking over me. Stop it. All right. So basically, this news was spoken about last week, as reported last week, and we were going to talk about it last week, but obviously we didn't get to do this. There is a new Lex Luthor, and this new Lex Luthor is being played by none other than Jesse Eisenberg, which is a very weird choice. And Alfred was also cast as Jeremy Irons in the new Batman vs. Superman sequel, or, you know, the Man of Steel sequel, which they're looking to call it Batman vs. Superman. This was said, like, this was reported it was reported by, I think it was Warner Brothers Pictures. And, yeah, needless to say, it caused a lot of ripples throughout the comic book universe at the moment. And Zack Snyder had to say this, that Lex Luthor is a complicated and sophisticated character whose intellect, wealth, and prominence position him as one of the few mortals able to challenge the incredible might of Superman. Having Jesse in the role allows us to explore that interesting dynamic and also take the character in some new and unexpected directions. So that means that it's going to be a 5'6" Lex Luthor. So, yay.
So is the way to piss off the internet is just to get cast in this movie?
Pretty much, yeah. Because, I mean,
gonna
so
say
far
yeah.
you've got Ben Affleck,
Pretty much.
Irons, and now you've got this guy, Jesse Eisenberg.
All right, so I got one, and I'm so happy about this. Christopher Nolan is out of the Batman Superman 2 project and replaced is an actual writer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Johns, who had too short of a run on Green Lantern, is back. He's going to be doing, he's going to be basically producing now. So he's expanding his repertoire and his, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? He's a producer. What? Somebody give me a word. Resume. That's a good one. That's a good one. Anyway. So yeah, look for a real comic writer. This is about the only thing that I am looking forward to with this movie, that they've actually put a comic writer on. So, you know, kick ass. And congratulations, Jeff Johns, for your new job.
Yeah, congratulations, dude.
All right, so let's see. Rob, what did you got for us this week?
I have no idea what I have for you. Oh, I know what I have. Somebody was making a movie and then he stopped.
Is it that guy that I just put a picture up?
I don't know, I can't see it. But anyway, Mr. Quentin Tarantino was making a movie called The Hateful Eight. It was supposed to start filming this fall, but he gave out a couple copies to, let me see, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, Bruce Dern, and the director or a producer of the last the movie he made, Django Unchained. And all of a sudden, he started getting called from agents to cast people in this movie. That pretty much pissed him off, and he decided, I'm not making this movie. He pretty much scrapped the whole thing, said he's just gonna, I mean, everything was written and done. All he had to do was just start filming, you know, start tweaking it later. But at that point, he said, screw this, I'm done, I'm not making this movie. And he felt pretty angry because, you know, he was getting his regular crew to make the movie, and now it's done.
Well, I don't blame him. I mean, seriously, that like, if somebody that I have worked on for so long, if somebody comes over and takes that creative content and leaks it, hell yeah, I'm gonna be pissed. I wouldn't do it either.
I mean, they said that the script was actually online for some time, but they got it removed quickly. But, you know, he just said he felt betrayed.
If somebody put the plot for Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs before it came out, I'd be like, fuck this, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
The thing that really pisses me off is that it's a Tarantino movie, and I don't care what people say about him. He may be a hack or whatever. I would go see it, and now I can't because someone can't shut the hell up. So,
Nope.
thank
Oh, yeah.
you, whoever did
That's always annoying. I really hate that stuff. Like, come on, just keep it in your pants.
What?
it.
Wow. Anyway,
Okay. On that note.
Jason, you're so dark.
shut up.
All right.
No, it's usually a black screen. That's literally all I can see.
Anyway. So, we've talked about Neil Gaiman on our show before and his work on a video game, but we're actually going to be talking about something different. One of his greatest works he's ever written has been American Gods. And HBO at one point did have the rights to a TV series for it. And a lot of stuff happened, and that fell through. It never happened. But recently, this actually came out this week on Neil Gaiman's actual Facebook, on his actual website. Fremantle Media is picking up American Gods, and it will be a TV series. And we're not sure what network we're going to see it on. We're not sure who's going to be in it. We don't have any of the big details like that yet. We just know that it is going to happen thanks to Fremantle Media, and thank you so much for that. In addition to that, the sequel book, Anansi Boys, is also getting a TV miniseries thanks to Red for BBC. And we're all very excited for this. I'm excited for this. I'm so excited for this.
I can tell you were excited for when this story came up. I was like, okay. Neil Gaiman's story? Yeah, watch Hannah nerd out on this one. But anyway.
Yeah, it was all caps lock and screaming.
There was a lot of caps locks and screaming.
Or like
So, can you repeat, who's picking it up again?
Fremantle Media.
Oh, okay. I mean, what channel are they looking to put it
We don't know
on?
what channel or network it's going to be on. We just know that the company that is going to actually be filming it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping it's HBO because I love everything that's on HBO.
It's not. The chances of that are very unlikely because they had it before, and they're like, we don't have time for this over the course of many things.
What about Showtime?
Showtime? It's possible, and I would hope so because Showtime's pretty good too.
Yeah, they are.
And
Don't they have Masters of Sex?
Masters of what?
Masters of Sex. That's an actual TV
Yes,
show.
yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have that one.
Why am I not
haven't
on?
watched it yet, but
Ah!
That one got.
Because you're not.
There's a reason why you're not on it.
I'll bet
Like,
you're
there-
fine anyway.
Now we got nominated for so many Golden Globes, actually.
Okay, so Matt, you got another one for me.
Oh God, I'm so unprepared. Yes, Microsoft just announced that they have a new CEO, and his name is, and I'm hoping to the love of God that I can actually say this right.
You have not.
mangle it. Mangle it.
I'm trying not to. Satya Nadella. Satya Nadella.
You
He's gonna
racist
serve
bastard.
as the third chief executive to Microsoft. And his former role, he's actually been there for 22 years, and he headed the company's cloud services. So if you were saving anything on your Xbox 360 or your Xbox One to the cloud, he's the reason why you did that. So he's been there for 22 years. He's an Indian immigrant, and it's actually looking to be a really good thing. Other big news out of Microsoft is the fact that Bill Gates is going to step down as chairman of the board and take on a new technology advisor role so he can devote more time to the company. So a lot of big changes to Microsoft, and I think these things are actually going to be pretty good.
Yeah, the king is dead. Long live the king.
It's like Matt's in a dryer or something, or on a roller coaster.
I'm on my phone, so this is the best I can do. I'm on my
Got
phone, so if you see
tripods.
this moving around, that's
We got
why.
tripods for phones. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
'cause I was prepared.
we talked
I
about this
heard
on
of
the show
that
before.
tripod.
We
See
talked
that?
about this
Yeah,
on-
you can look at a cat video, everybody.
Shut up. Anyway. Damn. Anyway, No, we talked about this on the show about, I know Chris and I did, about Watch Dogs getting canceled and all the crap that was going on with that. And then the internet went ablaze when they found out that the patent got canceled. And they were like, what's going on? Why is the patent canceled? Oh, well, this game is not going to happen, period. So they figured out why. Apparently, somebody just basically called up the U.S. Patent Office and said, well, I want you to cancel that patent. And they did. And the people at Watch Dogs were like,
Are you kidding me?
what? What do you mean our patent got canceled? So that's what happened with the patent. They just did some epic trolling is what they did. And we're able to get something canceled just by calling them and saying, yeah, we'd like to go ahead and just cancel that. It was all done, and apparently it was done pretty easily, and I'm wondering which patents I should start canceling.
Yeah, you should start going at it. Maybe you can cancel the patents on anything Kardashian.
Well, fortunate. I mean, I don't know if this is unfortunate or fortunate, but the U.S. Patent Office has looked at their mode of operations here and said, maybe we need to make a change in how we do this.
Maybe.
So things have been changed, and unfortunately.
If any Jew can go up there and be like, hey, I'm going to need you to cancel the patent on my Watch Dogs, whatever. Yeah.
Matt,
why are you a cat?
This is what happens. This is what happens when I'm on my phone. I turn into my cat.
That is.
oh, I thought you were going to say
He's a
stop
weird
turning
creature.
period.
This is not my finger scratching my cat.
Confirmed.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, man. Rob, please give me something else besides this cat. I got a lot of pictures for you, buddy.
You don't like a little puss on the video?
She's so adorable, dude.
Hey.
She's the reason we're getting
PG show.
subscribers.
It's a PG-13
He
show.
only said puss. Like Puss in Boots.
Whatever.
I
Robert,
see the boots. Yes, sir.
what have you got, buddy?
Okay. Well, Matt gave us Arrow Watch last season, so I'm going to give you what should we call this? Flash in the pan? Flashpoint? Yeah, okay, Flashpoint. All right.
Ah.
More people added to the Flash TV show. So first, we're starting out with. Oh, what is this guy's name? Rick Cosnet, who is going to be playing Eddie Thawne. Now, they had to change the name a little bit because if they named him Eobard, I would laugh my ass off every time he was on the screen. So, Eddie Thawne is the modern version, or he will be the person that's supposed to be Professor Zoom, Reverse Flash. Now, if that's actually going to happen, we don't know. We just know that the character's there. They're also casting Daniel Panabaker as Caitlin Snow. You probably know her as Killer Frost, as sort of a heat vampire in the series. We're also going to be getting Carlos Valdez, who's playing mechanical engineering genius Cisco Ramon, better known as Vibe. Now, the one character that seems to be causing a little bit of controversy, because it always does, is Candace Patton, who will be playing Iris West. And the first thing people saying, wait, but she's black, and in the comics, Iris is white. And that's the problem.
I don't see a problem here.
Are you kidding me?
Hey.
Yeah, it's a new millennial, whatever, blah, blah.
It's a whole new world.
It can be done. But, you're going to have people out there who are going to be idiots and just say, oh, we can't have this character's this character's that. So, blah, 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 whatever.
Who looks at this girl and gets PO'd that she's going to be on a TV show?
I would never be upset to see her on the screen.
I
ever.
wouldn't either.
And I wouldn't mind her if she wasn't on the
I'm
screen.
about to replace my head on here with hers. That's what I can
Dude,
look for the rest of the show.
this is the same stuff that we're getting for the new Fantastic Four movie too, because they're trying to get Human Torch. It's going to be played by an African American man.
Seriously,
or an
let's
African
talk
American
about
actor.
Oh, really? I
Hard to
didn't
take
hear
seriously
that one.
Yeah, like he's like really tied to the role. So a lot of people are getting upset because that's the person that they're trying to get for this role, and they're like, well, no, Johnny Storm's a white guy, and they're like, no, he could also be black.
Yeah, he can. I mean, they made Alicia Masters black in the first run of it, so hey, whatever.
Nobody gives a damn about Alicia Masters. She's blind. She doesn't care what color she is. No, that was wrong.
I just hate her guts. But yeah, those are the characters coming, and like I said, we don't know if they're going to display any powers, but they are playing the characters from the comic book. So, yada yada, there you go, passing it on.
All right. So, Hannah, you had a video that you just had to be, it had to be shown here.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, to intro it a little bit. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
I have no idea.
Oh, you said.
You take a left past Park, and then you take a right by Main, and then you go by the pizza place, and if you've gone past the willow tree, you've gone too far.
Thank you
Okay.
very much for that. Anyway.
Well, anyways, Benedict Cumberbatch was actually on a little segment for Sesame Street with his arch nemesis, Moriarty.
Hello, I'm Benedict Cumberbatch.
Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me?
Murray, what are you doing?
Oh, it's not Murray. The name's Moriarty.
Moriarty?
Yes, I am your arch nemesis.
Murray, I don't really have arch nemesis in real life.
Well, you do today, and his name is Moriarty. Are you ready for my brain-bending challenge, Sherlock?
I'm not really Sherlock. I just play him on the television.
Oh, what's your name then?
Benedict.
Well, then, are you ready for my brain-bending challenge, Benedict Sherlock?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
On this table are some fruit.
Oh, yeah, I see you've got some apples and some oranges.
Are there more apples, or are there more oranges? I don't know. You are the super sleuth. Figure it out.
I'm really just an actor.
Well, act like a super sleuth and figure it out. The game is on.
Oh, is it? Who's playing who?
No, not that kind of game. This game with the fruit.
Okay, more apples or more oranges? I'm going to need some help with this.
Ooh, from Watson?
No, not from Watson. From the Count.
Greetings!
Count, how many apples are there on this table? Can you count them?
Yes, oh, of course, I love to count. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 luscious apples, Benedict.
4 apples, thank you. And how many oranges are there on the table?
There are 1, 2, 3 oranges.
4 apples, 3 oranges, that's interesting.
You're stumped by my perplexing problem.
No, you see, if there are 4 apples and only 3 oranges, 4 is a bigger number than 3. So that means there are more apples on the table than there are oranges.
That is correct. 4 is more than 3.
Oh, drat! You win this time, Sherlock.
Benedict.
You win this time, Benedict Sherlock.
That is one smart man.
What?
Did I just play a clip from Sesame Street?
Yes,
Dude, that was awesome, and you know it.
it's true. Who doesn't like Sesame Street?
I have to say, I really love it whenever like celebrities or big time actors do this kind of stuff on Sesame Street.
I do too. Did you see the one where Robert Downey Jr. was on it?
Yes, that was great.
That was beautiful.
All right. All this camera shifting is making me need a break. So we're going to hit you guys with something we were going to do last week. This is our new skit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a break. This is that magic moment. As soon as I find it.
Really?
Boom, boom.
That's not. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you're not cut over there, so I'm looking at the screen for nothing. Oh, I see why. I don't know. Hi. I'm talking. On live.
ChicanaFiesta.com. Wow, that's a cool site.
Podcast.
What in the blue hell is going on?
What you got there? Magic the Gathering cards. Got some, thought I'd come over and give him a try with Jason.
So you're gonna play a tabletop game with Jason?
Yep.
In the meantime, we've got this.
No, I always beat Jason this type of thing.
You know what happens when he loses?
Is this valuable?
Stupid game anyway.
Yeah, not this time.
All right.
You get an early start today?
Oh no, Jefferson left that over here.
Oh, so you're gonna give it back to him later?
No, I'm gonna drink it later.
Play for it.
Huh?
Play for it.
Oh no, dude, no. I never beat you at this stupid game. I'm not betting a fine bottle of hooch.
Oh, so you're saying that you can't beat me?
You're not gonna goad me into this one, all right? I'm not betting the whiskey. Let's just get on.
Yeah. Oh, little girl.
All right, you know what? Here, fine. For the hooch, let's go.
Fine. Here's your deck. Let's do this.
All right, come on. All right, I got you this next turn. I got you.
You have no next turn. You going to block with them goblins there?
Hold on, I got,
Yeah, so that's about 24, 25 points of damage. You can't stop me with that. I win. Thanks, buddy.
hold on.
I'm a favorite.
Wait.
But I'll drink it.
I hate this stupid jerk. What the? Son of a bitch, he bolted the table down. Yeah.
Jason, I think you have a problem.
I don't have a problem. What problem do I have?
You have a problem with
Flipping tables.
Yeah.
I like. Look, there is nothing more fun than flipping a table. I don't give a damn what these people say. I flip tables, baby.
Why did the vape? No. Jason, there's expensive things.
Okay,
Actually, you know
Devon.
what? If you want to flip it and ruin the expensive things that you pay for, go ahead. Let me just take my phone off of it.
No, I hope y'all like that. We're going to have that uploaded after the show as well. Now, we were supposed to do a cosplay segment for this because we're both cosplayers.
Hey.
Maybe when I'm a little bit slimmer, I'm a better cosplayer. But anyway. Why do we cosplay?
Well, the obvious reason that it's fun. At least I think it's fun. But
I'm an attention whore.
yeah, there's a little bit of that too. Obviously.
Yeah, you sure are.
Disembodied voice. Silence! Anyway.
I would also think it's kind of, you get to show off craftsmanship. Let's, like, if your job and your goal in life is to be a fashion designer or a costume designer, let's say, this is a great way to advertise your business, is making cosplay. It's a good way to indulge in a hobby and promote yourself.
You know what I found that my steps of cosplay are? Concept. Planning. Procrastination. It's 2 weeks before a con. Procrastination. It's 1 week before a con. Oh shit. And then it's like a couple of sleepless nights of trying to get something together to take it out to the show.
That actually seems like the norm.
I know, like everybody we know. Like, okay, and as you know, as you can see, Nazni isn't joining us. You know why? Because she's prepping for Sci-Fi Expo this weekend, which we're going to be at, so we hope to see you guys out there, by the way.
Hey.
I'm not going in costume because I'm going to be doing stuff, but we'll be out at Sci-Fi Expo interviewing. What?
Why not? Why aren't you going?
I don't want to get in costume.
All right.
I could put you in a pretty dress.
Why does everybody want? Why do you? We're not doing crossplay. Which crossplay is the thing where guys dress up as girls?
Or girls dress up as guys.
I've actually done that. Yeah, I did. Damn. Shit. Anyway, moving right along. Okay. I didn't need to see that. But anyway, guys, we do have a special guest tonight on the show, Mark Chang, who is a filmmaker, director, and someone we are totally jealous of because he made an awesome fan film. I'm actually going to show I'm going to show the trailer, and then we're going to get to the interview with Mr. Chang. 1 second here.
Hello?
Okay, I kind of screwed that up because I called him while I was trying to cheat and do it through Skype. That's pretty awesome. Mark, can you hear us?
I can hear you perfectly.
Awesome. Okay, guys, welcome to the show. This is Mr. Mark Chang.
Woohoo!
Hello.
There he is. I found the right one. I found it. I found
Am I on?
Mark, welcome to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Mark Chang, Director of Operation Red Retrieval.
Thank you for having me.
And we appreciate you coming on board to the show. Man, I saw
My pleasure.
I saw Red Retrieval a couple years ago, and I think I sent that out to everyone on my Facebook, and I was like, watch this. So watch this, guys.
Really? That was you that helped with the it go viral? Thank you so much.
Yeah, right. It was all me. I just told
was
like
all you.
my 100 Facebook friends or something. Watch this, guys.
Well, I'm sure that they were very influential 100 friends, and you helped it get to its, what is it, almost 500,000 views?
It
Pretty
is
good.
way up there, but first of all, are you a G.I. Joe Transformers fan? I'm just looking over your shoulder there.
Look.
Because I love those covers up there, man.
That is Transformers #5. Scanned the original that I own and then blew it up to poster size. So that should tell you how much of a fan I am.
And you appear to be kind of a G.I. Joe fan as well. So kudos.
I am definitely a G.I. Joe fan.
Okay. Well, you got what made you want to get into filmmaking? Let's get that out of the way first.
Gosh, I don't know. Ever since if you want to bring it back to like the G.I. Joe and Transformer days with comic books, it was just the power of visual storytelling. I always kind of considered myself like one of those ADD kids that like just didn't have time to read stuff, and so like I got immersed into comic books. And if you want to get really into the G.I. Joe folklore, it was that issue of G.I. Joe Silent Interlude that had no words at all in it, and I was like, oh my god, I totally know what's going on in this episode, this issue, and I don't even have to read it. So it must have started back then when I really became seduced by the story of visual storytelling.
So you went with Operation Red Retrieval. I understand you seem to be a big Transformers and G.I. Joe fan, and
Yes.
I am as well as my cohorts can probably attest to.
Yes.
Because behind us, over there's a whole case of from G1 to Transformers Prime over there. It's back there, trust me. And a whole bunch of G.I. Joes over here. But I understand why you wouldn't want to make a Transformers film. That was kind of done and a little bit pricey, I would think.
Yeah.
So you went with Operation Red Retrieval, which was just awesome. But you went with a really gritty storyline for this. I mean, this was not your dad's G.I. Joe. Actually, ours. I'm not that old. So.
Yeah, well, it was always the I wanted to make a G.I. Joe movie that was kind of like what I always envisioned when I was playing with my toys. And when it comes to comic books, I was definitely more into the G.I. Joe Special Missions line in the 80s that was a little bit more gritty and grounded in reality. And, you know, probably just like a ton of you fanboys out there, I wanted to create something that was grounded in reality and something that we've just never really seen before. It was nothing like the clean, cool cartoons that we watched, G.I. Joe cartoons that we watched. And, you know, there's probably a part of me that wanted to create something that hadn't been done before. So I was kind of drawn to the project like that. There have been so many iterations of Snake Eyes and a lot of these characters. So I wanted to do a version that I really loved. The same with the character Zartan, who was always a big favorite of mine. So it kind of started from there.
So you just basically just lived the dream.
Well, you know what I really wanted to do was to create like an homage to this franchise, this G.I. Joe franchise, that in a way that I guess as a kid it kind of shapes you, right? It shapes the way you think about heroes. It shapes the way you think about the armed services. And it was kind of this really cool opportunity to do a mix of like, yeah, taking these magical characters that you can recognize immediately if the costume is done correctly, put it into a fan film that is gritty and dark and in a type of reality that as we grow up, right, we know that heroes don't always come home. The ideal is that they do. The ideal is that they are as loyal as we dreamed they would be, but sometimes they actually don't come home. And so I guess with this short film, it was trying to play with a mixture of all that stuff. And I don't want to ruin the surprise ending, but you know, I also wanted to include a nod to that feeling of when you're 6 years old, lying on the floor with all these different action figures, your He-Man figures, your Transformers, your G.I. Joe, and you're just having the most amazing mashup that we know you would never be able to see on real TV because of the licensing and cross-brand issues.
And having looked at it, I now understand where you were coming from with that, and I think it's just awesome. Now,
Great.
Now you made this film, and you got contacted by somebody who we were talking about before we went to broadcast, who I'm extremely jealous you got to meet the man.
The man.
Who contacted you now?
His name is Larry Hama.
Oh my God!
And if you don't recognize the man by name, go back to your old G.I. Joe comics. Go back to issue 46 or any of the ones around there and look at the script. And you will see that Larry Hama was the man who wrote all of them.
Can I just say it was pretty awesome that you just were able to pull that out of nowhere? He came prepared. I love this.
Hey, I just want to say that.
What happened when he contacted you? He saw the film, I take it, and then he contacted you?
Yes. Well, it was kind of like that. Basically, the film started to go viral, and it was started to get not just friends, but fans of G.I. Joe randomly emailing me and contacting me and commenting and stuff. And a bunch of them reached me on Facebook and said, "Oh my gosh, you have to show this to Larry Hama. This is the one G.I. Joe fan film that he would be proud to actually see." So I reached out to him on Facebook, and shockingly, he got back to me and was like, "Yeah, send it over. I'd love to see it." And this was like probably the coolest thing that ever happened. I sent him the DVD. It was kind of like blind date protocol where you wait 3 to 5 days before you call him back. And I was totally prepared for him to just be like, "Oh, you got, that costume wrong and stuff." But he was very gracious. He said that was really, really cool. And it turns out that I had no idea that he lives in New York City, but he lives in New York City, and I work in New York City. And so we had a lunch date. We said, let's get together and talk about G.I. Joe and the movie and stuff like that. And we got together, and it was the best lunch ever in the history of the universe, where we not only just talked about G.I. Joe and action movies in general, but we talked about his career as a script doctor and a novelist and his work on G.I. Joe. We totally geeked out over obscure Hong Kong action movies that John Woo used to direct. And then afterwards, it kind of shifted to Red Retrieval specifically. And he's like, tell me tell me exactly how you made this movie look as good as you did. And I told him about how I bought my own camera, that I built my own costumes, I painted Zartan's armor, and got all these guys together that were real G.I. Joe fans and would work for free and film this thing. And he was like, he thought about it for a long time, and he said, yeah, that's the way you do it. That's totally the way you do it. And things were just going so well that I said, hey, what would it be like if we worked together and made a movie? And I chose those words so carefully because I wanted to make sure he had this nice out to be like, oh, I don't know what it would be like. It might be fun, but I'm just too busy with my stuff, and kind of turn me down gracefully. But he said, yeah, we should make a movie together. That would be cool.
God.
Totally awesome.
Trying not to fall out of this chair hearing all that.
It was totally cool. It
When
was
you
as
look at
cool
the-
as you could possibly imagine.
When you look
And,
at the
we
rebroadcast
said
of this,
totally on a handshake that let's swap material, and I'll send you some screenplays I wrote, and he sent me some unpublished novels that he wrote, and we kind of came to an agreement on what project that we would work on.
when you look at this rebroadcast, you're going to see a guy just flipping out from hearing all this. Don't think less of me. So, okay, back to reality here, because browsing around, I saw that you are entering this project with Mr. Hammer, and we've got to look at that right now.
Yes, we do.